Mishnah Hey 5. Shtei chaburot shayu ochlot bebait echad. Two groups that were eating in one house, in two different rooms. Bizman shemiktzatan ro'in elu et elu. As long as some from each room can see each other. Hare elu mitzarfin lizimun. Then you can combine both groups and make one big zimun. V'imlav elu mezamenin latzman ve'elu mezamenin latzman. If they can't see each other, some of them, then it has to be two rooms. You have to have two zimuns, each one on their own. En mevarechin al hayayin ad sheiten letocho mayim. So it talked about groups again, just like the last Mishnah. Now about what can actually form a group or combine groups. And now the Mishnah is going into the wine aspect, because if you would say zimun and birkat hamazon, usually on a cup of wine, if there's 3 or 10, not on one, you wouldn't do wine. So now they're discussing the idea of the wine. You have to put water into it to dilute it. In those days it was very strong and you had to dilute it, or you couldn't say beracha on something that's so strong like that. But the rabbi said you could, it's still considered wine. And today we don't have to dilute because it's not made as strong as it was. But we do, for Kabbalistic and other reasons, we do sometimes drop in 3 drops of wine at different times, just to show that we're dealing with mercy, because mercy is Tiferet, which is the third Sefirah, Chesed, Givura, and Tiferet. 3 counting from there. So in order to get mercy into our red cup of wine, which represents justice, red, you pour in 3 drops, as though you're saying Chesed, Givura, and Tiferet. So we do that today. And just as a note, if people are in a restaurant, talking about the groups again, you can see everybody usually in a big restaurant. It doesn't mean that you formed a group. Sometimes you have a Sheva Berachot and you want to grab a few people from the other tables if you know them. But besides seeing everybody, the given was that you also started the meal together. You can't just have one guy making hamotzi or walking in and starting hamotzi and now he's going to join you for the end of your meal. So besides seeing each other, you have to at least start together. So that was a given with the Mishnah, at least with that. So we should know our rules in this type of a circumstance.